What's up, y'all? It's Ebb and Flow. I am back. I know it's been a while since I made videos, so here we are. All right. So since the last time I uploaded a video, a lot has changed. I'm working two jobs now, and this is my first job since I graduated college. I'm 28 now. You get what I mean? I graduated college in 2020. And I'm not gonna lie, when I decided to leave my old life behind, because from the time I graduated up until damn near, I want to say now, but I'm gonna say like last year, when I decided to leave my hustling ways behind, because I used to hustle for a living, you get what I mean? It was time for me to start applying for jobs. And I started believing the hype, or I started believing what everybody was saying. Like, oh, it's very hard. It's very hard to get a job right now. It's hard for college graduates to get a job. The job market is just shit, right? So I was believing all of that. Uh, but I went through the process anyway. I started applying for jobs. I made my resume. Some of the stuff on my resume, it was a complete lie. You get what I mean? Because they want to see work experience. Me, I didn't have the work experience at all for any company, such that they were looking for. So I had to do a couple lies that weren't really lies, but like I did these things, but probably not for like years at a time. You get what I mean? So long story short, I made my resume. I improvised with everything I had, and I started sending my applications out everywhere. On my 35th application, I got my first job. And then I believe for the second job, they called me back after I had applied to 14 more places. So here I am. I'm working two jobs. Both of them are super chill. It's relaxed, it's low stress. One of them, they give me a company vehicle. I'm not gonna really say what I'm doing, but they give me a company vehicle. They give me a gas card, and I have to do these routes and stuff. Long story short, it's a lot more that's involved with it, but that's for the second job. Uh, the first job, I'm not gonna get all into, but like I said, they're both very low stress. There's nobody kind of watching me, like over me, telling me what to do and stuff like that. So me, I personally like it because, like, I'm not gonna lie, before I got into this, I was thinking negatively about what should I expect? What should, am I gonna like my coworkers? Am I gonna get along with my coworkers? Am I gonna get along with my manager? And it turned out to be super cool, and that's what I wanted. Like, I didn't want life to be hard. You get what I mean? So uh now that I'm in it, how I see it is getting a job is not as hard as people making it out to be. It's just that when you hear these people say that they have, X degree and a master's degree and this, that, and I still can't find a job. I've been looking for damn near 5 years. I kind of know their mindset. Their mindset is pretty much, if I have this master's degree, I'm only going to look for the jobs that are within my degree. I'm going to look for these higher echelons of jobs that are in my degree field. They have unrealistic expectations. So, uh, but if it's taken too long to get a job, you might have to just reroute your plans and just be like, look, I need money. So I'm going to take a lower paying jobs because trust me, there are a lot of places hiring. Like, there are so many places hiring. There's never, to me, now that I have, and now that I'm settled, like where I'm at right now, and I'm only planning to be at these two spots for a year, but that's beside the point. Now that I'm here, I'm starting to realize that it's not as hard as people making it out to be. It's just that certain people don't want to do certain jobs. So if you have a master's degree, of course you're not going to want to work at Burger King. You get, I mean, it's just, you didn't need a degree for that. But sometimes you have to go with the lower paying job that may not be what you want, but it might be the perfect setup for the next job you get. So like for an example, like what I do, like I said, I'm only planning to stay for a year, but I'm planning it as I go. I'm like, oh, what I'm doing right now, this could be the perfect setup for a banking job. When I go to apply, if I want to apply and make more money next year, I could say to myself, let me, I work here for now. I got the experience with like, let's say, I'm just giving examples, right? Like credit, uh, uh, sensitive personal information that you may be in charge of, but you can't. It's confidential, so you can't really let that out. If I get this experience, this is going to be the perfect setup for the next job that I apply for. I'll be able to say, yo, I have this experience. And then I'll cross that bridge when I get there. After a year, I start applying to jobs, and then it may take me 6 months to apply for that next job. But in the meantime, I'm making money. I mean, that's how I see it. But a lot of people who have these master's degrees, and they're on here complaining like, oh, I can't find a job. I can't find a job. They just don't want to take those lower paying jobs. But to me, it's better than nothing, because you might say, oh, but that's not enough. Like, you can't. It's like I can't. You can't. It's impossible to come up with the excuse of, oh, well, no, I won't take that low paying job because it's not going to be enough to pay my bills. But you're not paying your bills anyway because you don't have any job. You're unemployed. You get what I mean? So that's just food for thought. I have work today in a couple hours. I'm gonna get ready to go to work. I might drop another video on my break because that's how I'm trying to do it. I had to plan as I go. The reason I haven't been making videos lately is because I've been putting all of my inner energy into mastering these two jobs, and I'm doing well so far. It's me and this one other white girl that's new at this company, and me and her are the highest performers so far out of, I'm talking the people that already been there 5+ years. And that's not nothing to be proud of or anything, because it's like anytime you're new on the job, you want to, in a sense, prove yourself. So that's how, I came into this job. I said, I'm going to be the best at this. I'm going to try to be the best at it, because I'm not the best or whatever, but we're the highest performers, me and this white girl, in a certain aspect of the job that is most important to the company. So, long story short, me and her got the highest numbers in that aspect of the job. So, it's getting crazy now. They're giving us more hours. And as time goes on, things are just going to get better and better. So, I have relatively longer commute on average. I have to commute sometimes it could take me up to an hour to get to work. Sometimes it'll take only like 33 minutes, depending on traffic. So, I deal with that. But it's a very chill, calm lifestyle. I got huge plans for this upcoming week, because I want to factor certain things into my daily schedule and personal life, stuff like that. Like we all go through that. You get what I mean? So, yeah, there's a lot going on. I'm gonna try to be productive on my breaks as well. Like I have an hour mostly because I work close to 50 hours a week. But like I said, it's not the way it sounds. It's very low stress. Sometimes, like I said, everybody at work minds their business. Everybody, we don't get into each other's business. We just go there to work, get our money, and go home. You get what I mean? Uh, so like I said, like I'm gonna try to be more productive during my breaks. I'm gonna try to shoot videos. I've been doing other things as well that is productive that I'll talk about in another video. Uh, but for now, things are relatively speaking on the up and up right now. Things are going well. Uh, it's a beautiful day out. Yeah. I'm cool with all my managers. Like my bosses are cool. The only one I gotta worry about, because there's 4 managers at one of my jobs. One of the managers is a general manager, so you know how that is. The general manager is always going to be more strict than the regular managers. The regular managers are damn near cool with me, but the general manager, he be trying to find any little thing he could try to get on you for, try to talk to you about. So you just gotta watch out for him. But even him, he's cool. I joke around with him. I mess with him. You know what I'm saying? Like I joke with him. I just sometimes I flame him a little bit. That you got what I mean? Like, but that's what I mean by mess with him. Pause. But yeah, everything is going good. Um, sorry it's been a while since I made videos. I'm gonna try to be more consistent with my uploads now that I've gotten into a rhythm and flow of my new lifestyle, because what I'm going through right now is very big for me personally. It's a dramatic change happening in my life right now. So I'm just trying to get used to everything, and I'm doing well. So I will see y'all in the next video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all soon.